My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine, 30 plus years of clinical experience in medicine. Today I need to talk to you about how much dietary fibers you need per day. How much dietary fibers do you need per day? All the studies, epidemiological studies, nutritional studies, have confirmed that dietary fibers, these healthy dietary fibers, will decrease a huge amount, your risk of getting colorectal cancer, which is the second fastest growing cancer in the adult population in the US and the world. Second fastest growing cancer in the adult population in the US. The number one is pancreatic cancer. Overall, colorectal cancer in the US and the world is the number 3 cancer killer. Number 1 in men and women is lung cancer. Number 2 in men is prostate cancer. Number 2 in women is breast cancer. And number 3 in men and women, I'm talking about cancer killers, is colorectal cancer. But in the adult population in the US and the world, colorectal cancer is the fastest growing cancer, number 1 again being pancreatic cancer. And the reason is very clear. It is because of this Western diet that we've been eating, that you've been eating, that your kids have been eating for the last decades, right? And all the studies, nutritional studies, have proven that a typical Western diet, which is made of mostly junk food, low nutritional value food, processed food, right? The typical Western diet that is expanding everywhere, not in just Western countries, but Japan, China, all these Asian countries, African countries, as they are becoming more developed, Middle Eastern countries, everywhere now you see McDonald's, Burger King, pizza, blah, blah, blah. So all this nasty Western diet is expanding everywhere. That's why everywhere in the world the rate of colon cancer is increasing. The typical Western diet brings you at most about 15 grams of healthy dietary fibers per day. Whereas doctors, scientists, researchers, epidemiologists, nutritionists have confirmed that a healthy adult needs to have at least double, which is about 30 grams minimum per day of healthy dietary fibers in order to decrease a huge amount your risk of colorectal cancer, right? Now, how do these dietary fibers lower your risk of colorectal cancer, right? The cancer of the colon, the large intestine, and the rectum. Well, there are different explanations. Number 1, a diet that is rich in fibers is going to provide a good environment, a good place for these healthy microbes, microbiota, right? To live in your gut, right? These probiotics that you eat in your yogurt, in your kefir, in your sauerkraut, in all these fermented foods, right? I apologize. I get my dietary fibers through different forms, but this is the number 1 way that these dietary fibers prevent the development of colorectal cancer is by giving a good housing to these healthy probiotics, probiotic microbes that are healthy microbes that protect you. The second way is, of course, these dietary fibers prevent constipation. And they get you going, right? You have regular bowel movements at least 2 times per day, like Dr. B. I usually have 2 bowel movements. I'm absolutely regular, like a clock, morning and evening. That's it. Morning, evening, morning, evening, morning, evening, morning. I'm regular like a clock. And the fact that you are going and pooping regularly prevents these carcinogens that come from the degradations of the bile acids in your liver. The liver produces bile. That bile is rich in bile acids. These bile acids, they go into your I apologize, bile salts. I shouldn't have said acids. Bile salts. The bile is rich in bile salts. These bile salts that are inside the bile, the bile produced by the liver, they go into your intestine and they get degraded into carcinogens that are produced, this carcinogen produced by these nasty microbes that are living into your intestine. I'm not talking about the good, healthy probiotics. Your intestine has also abnormal microbes, right? Hopefully the less the better, that degrade these bile salts into carcinogens. So when you go regular and you poop regularly, you eliminate these carcinogens from your colon and you prevent them from staying in your colon for too long and causing carcinogenesis, means creating cancer. So the more you eliminate in your poop regularly every day, 2 or 3 times per day, these carcinogens, the less time they have to act, to be in contact with your colon's wall, the wall of your large intestine, and to create cancer. So these are the 2 mechanisms by which healthy dietary fibers decrease a huge amount your risk of colorectal cancer. So you have to have at least 30 grams of healthy dietary fibers. Now, there are different ways to get your healthy dietary fibers. And I posted a video about that. Please look at that video. How do I, Dr. B, get my dietary fibers? I stay away from a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables because they are packed with sugar. Packed. Think about it. One single banana has 27 grams of carbohydrates, among which only 7 grams of dietary fibers in one banana, but 20 grams of sugar, right? Same thing for mangoes. Mangoes are so good for you when you're young, but as you get older, they become like bananas. They are packed with sugar, and sugar for you after a certain age is not good anymore, right? I used to eat tons of bananas and fruits and mangoes and everything, right? Like crazy, dozens of times per day when I was younger, right? My metabolism was high, my testosterone was high. I was able to go to the gym twice a day instead of only one time, 2 hours, right? I had massive amount of energy, constantly running, biking, swimming, jogging, blah, 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 right? But I don't do that anymore. I'm 50 years young, even though I'm extremely energetic. I'm busy with work. I cannot spend my whole day and weekends exercising, going to the gym and jumping up and down, blah, 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 right? So I have to cut back on sugar. And fruits have a massive amount of sugar. A lot of vegetables have a massive amount of sugar in addition to the healthy dietary fibers, right? So that is why, and the same thing, for instance, for apples, right? Apples are very healthy for you, right? Apples, one single apple, has about 25 grams, a simple apple, 25 grams of carbohydrates. Among them, only 5 grams of dietary fibers, only. That's it, 5 grams in one apple. And 20 grams of sugar. So you eat one apple. You know how they say one apple a day keeps the doctor away? Excellent. It's good when you're young, right? But once you are a certain age, especially if you have diabetes, pre-diabetes, if you are overweight or obese, my God, imagine eating one apple, you get 20 grams of sugar. 20 grams of sugar in a single apple. It's crazy. That's why I cut back on all these fruits and I get all my healthy vitamins, minerals, probiotics, fibers, and everything from other healthy, unprocessed sources, right? And pay attention to this. I'm not advertising anything. These are whole almonds, California made, right? I live here in California, Mountain View, California, the beautiful but expensive city of Mountain View, California. Unprocessed almonds, no sugar, no fat, no sugar, no salt, nothing. Just pure, healthy almonds. And I'm going to read you in one serving of almonds, I get 4 grams of healthy dietary fibers in just one fistful like that of almonds. Same thing for walnuts. You get 5 grams in a fistful of walnuts, right? Same thing for peanuts. Pay attention to this. You see, I'm eating every day this peanut, right? Peanut butter, pure, unprocessed. No salt, no sugar, no hydrogenated fat, nothing. It is pure, 100% unprocessed peanut. 100%, right? Look at this. With 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, I get 3 grams of dietary fiber. Is just 1 tablespoon. And I get only 1 gram of sugar. Isn't that crazy? And I get tons of healthy fat, vegetable fat. And of course, antioxidants, minerals, blah, blah, blah. Pay attention to this. You see, I'm not advertising any brand. Pure cocoa powder. No sugar, no salt, no nothing. Pure, 100%. And it has not been processed with alkali. Buy this. I don't care about the brand. I'm not advertising, right? Make sure that any cocoa powder you buy, which is a superfood, you buy it unprocessed. It has to not have been processed with alkali, because processing with alkali destroys the benefits. Pay attention to this. In 1 tablespoon, I get 3 grams. 3 grams of healthy dietary fibers and 0 sugar. And tons of mineral, tons of antioxidant, among which a very powerful antioxidant called proanthocyanidin. It's a powerful soup, and it has been proven to work in humans. Remember, I posted a video about antioxidants. No, not all antioxidants will be beneficial to humans. What works in a mouth or a plant or a rat or a bird doesn't necessarily work in humans, right? So you have to buy foods that are rich in antioxidants, but that have been proven to work in humans, right? The proanthocyanidins in cocoa powder have been proven to be beneficial to humans, full of vitamins, full of minerals, full of dietary fibers, and 0 sugar. I mix this every day, right? Morning, afternoon, evening after my gym, with some protein powder, 100% pure protein powder, no sugar, no nothing. And my God, I get all the dietary fibers, all the vitamins, minerals, every freaking thing that I need from other sources that are absolutely not rich in sugar, like what I just showed you. So remember, you need to get at least 30 grams. I probably get double. I probably get 60 grams per day of dietary fibers. But I all get them with barely any 0 to maybe 1 or maybe 2 grams of sugar. Whereas in a single banana, as I just said, in a single freaking banana, you have 20 grams of sugar. In a single apple, you have 20 grams of sugar. In a single freaking mango, a little cup of mango or a little cup of grapes, right? You get 20 grams of sugar and barely a few, maybe 4, 5, 6 grams of dietary fibers. So they are very good, right? These fruits and all this stuff when you are young, right? But after a certain age, you need to do like me, you cut back on all these fruits. The best fruits for you is, like for me, I love to eat avocados, right? Avocados have only one avocado, has 12 grams, one avocado, 12 grams of carbohydrates. But among these 12 grams of carbs, you have 10 grams of healthy dietary fibers and only 2 grams of sugar. So remember, if you crave something, you crave, right? It's the afternoon, it's weekend, it's this, you're sitting in front of the TV and you're hungry. Don't go grab a bag of potato chips. Don't order a pizza. Don't order a burger. Grab some nuts. This will not only cut your hunger, right? And drink it with tea and coffee. It will not only cut your hunger, but in addition, it will bring you everything you need: vitamins, mineral, healthy fat, right? Dietary fibers, right? Buy some peanut butter. It has to be 100% and nothing else. And eat 2 tablespoons, right? With 2 tablespoons, you're going to get massive amount of healthy dietary fibers with barely 0 or 1 or 2 grams of sugar. That's it, right? And in addition to that, you will get massive amount of antioxidant. Remember, peanut butter is super rich in an antioxidant called resveratrol that you find in red grape wine, red grape juice, which come with a lot of problems, right? Remember, wine is alcohol, nasty. Red grape juice is sugar, nasty. Red grapes, as I said, too much calorie, 20 grams of sugar in 1 cup of red grapes or green grapes. So stay away after a certain age from all these fruits, right? Adopt fruits like avocados that are or of course, how can I forget that? Or berries, right? Strawberries, gooseberries, blackberries, blah, blah, blah. The problem with those, they are extremely expensive. In California, where I live, a tiny little container like this of raspberries, gooseberries, the guy sells it for $10. Think about it. A fistful, tiny fistful like this. They put it in beautiful little plastic container like this. Oh, produce of California, blah, blah, blah. Tiny like that, right? Of gooseberries, blackberries, right? Strawberries, blah, blah, blah. $10, $9, $8. The cost of living in crazy California is through the roof. I don't know how much it costs to live in other states where you guys are, but in California where I live, it's just a ripoff. It's just crazy. Anyways, so whereas an avocado is way cheaper because it's big and nice and beautiful, right? So it will cut your craving, right? Together maybe with 1 or 2 eggs and a fistful of almonds, that's it. And a tea or a coffee, no caffeine after 12 o'clock, at least for me, right? Don't drink too much caffeine. And that's it, you're done. Your craving is gone for another 4 hours or 5 hours. Then you crave again for food, do it again with different stuff. Grab pistachios, grab walnuts, right? With a little bit of olive oil, right? And a tea and a coffee. My God. Remember, I posted a video about your cravings, right? I never fight my cravings. I don't need to. There's absolutely no need to. There's absolutely no scientific evidence that fasting or skipping a meal will make you healthier. It's absolute lie. All you need is to get your healthy calories, low amount, right? And at the end of the day, having a low amount of calories, but from healthy sources. And barely any sugar, because I'm on the keto diet, I have barely any sugar going into my mouth. That is what you need to do. And if you do that, you won't need to fight your cravings. You don't need to skip any meal. You won't need to go on this freaking diet that are crazy. You won't need to fast and blah, blah, blah. Oh, you need to fast for 12 hours. The other idiot says, oh, you need to fast for a whole day every week. The other idiot says, oh, you need to fast for 2 days every week. Another guy says you need to do an alternative month and blah, blah, blah. Absolutely wrong. No scientific evidence to back up these nasty claims that are absolutely false. All the scientific evidence has proven that you do not need to fast. You do not need to fight your cravings, right? Don't need to fight it, but eat something good, eat something healthy. Grab 2 eggs, right? And a healthy green tea or a black tea, dark tea, and a fistful of almonds, and that's it. You're done. Your cravings gonna be cut because you are eating high protein. This is huge in protein, almonds, dietary fibers, healthy fat. Fat and protein, healthy vegetable fats I'm talking, no animal fat. Healthy vegetables fat, olive oil, walnut oils, any walnuts, peanuts, is going to cut back your hunger, right? And then you're done. Grab some cocoa powder, mix it with a nice protein, and with an avocado, with some tea, with 2 eggs, and that's it. You're done for the next 5 hours. All right? Don't go grab an ice cream. Don't go grab a freaking chocolate cake. Don't go grab a pizza. Don't go grab a freaking sandwich. Don't go grab some French fries. Don't go grab all this nasty stuff, right? And believe me, you will age gracefully. You will be healthy. You will be like Dr. B, 0% body fat. And as I said, you will completely cut your risk for, not completely, but you will reduce a huge amount your risk for colorectal cancer, right? And remember that I posted a video about how to screen yourself at home with a FIT test, F-I-T, to look for colorectal cancer. Guys, Dr. B loves you. Dr. B cares about you. Follow my videos, follow my advice, follow my recommendation, and I swear to God, we will age gracefully and stay away from all these nasty diseases that are waiting to attack us, right? Dr. B went to medical school 30 plus years ago. I took the Hippocratic Oath to always put your benefit, your benefit above mine. My benefit will never be above yours. And I will never ever, because I took the Hippocratic Oath that I will never betray, never BS you with lie and fake stuff. Everything that I say is not my opinion. It is backed by the scientific evidence, unlike what I see constantly online with these quacks that are lying constantly with no scientific evidence about what they claim, for God's sake. I love you guys, regardless of your gender, ethnicity, race, politics. It doesn't matter. I love you. I give you a big hug. Put your comments, question, any katso you want to ask down there, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. I promise. God bless you. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.